In today's news, political dialogue between the government and opposition PTI took a step forward. The first meeting of the negotiating committees took place on Monday, chaired by NA Speaker Ayaz Sadiq. PTI presented demands for the release of political leaders, including Imran Khan, and the formation of a judicial commission. The next meeting is scheduled for January 2nd. In legal news, an Islamabad court postponed the verdict in the Al-Qadir Trust corruption case involving Imran Khan and his wife, Bushra Bibi, until January 6th. The case alleges the couple received land and funds from Bahria Town Limited in exchange for legalizing a large sum returned to Pakistan by the UK. Meanwhile, PPP chairman Bilawal Bhutto Zardari criticized the ongoing internet slowdowns and restrictions in Pakistan. He called them an attempt to control citizens, urging the government to address the issue and safeguard internet access through a digital bill of rights for youth and students. On the economic front, the Pakistan Stock Exchange saw bullish momentum as the KSE 100 index soared by over 4,000 points on Monday. The index closed at 113,924.41 points, marking the second highest gain in its history, reflecting positive market sentiment. Israeli forces continued their relentless assault on Gaza, killing dozens in the last 24 hours, including those in the so-called safe zone of Al-Mawasi. Philippe Lazzarini, head of the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, condemned Israel's escalation, highlighting the loss of children's lives, calling it unjustifiable. Over 45,000 Palestinians have been killed since October 7th, while Israeli casualties stand at over 1,100. Lazzarini emphasized that children who are killed or traumatized are losing their futures and hope. In southern Lebanon, Israel has warned residents not to return to their homes in 62 villages, citing security risks. Meanwhile, Israeli military operations continue in Lebanon, where weapons linked to Hezbollah were reportedly found and destroyed. Israel also launched bombings in Kfar Kila, violating a ceasefire agreement. However, the Israeli public is deeply divided over Prime Minister Netanyahu's corruption trial. Some demand a swift verdict, while others see it as politically motivated. Alon Lilail, former Israeli Foreign Ministry Director General, said the trial has replaced Gaza war headlines but has become routine, with Netanyahu portraying himself as a victim. Meanwhile, far-right Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich remains adamant against any ceasefire deal with Hamas, arguing it would undermine Israel's military achievements. He and National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir oppose releasing Palestinian prisoners, fearing it would empower Hamas. Stay tuned for more updates.